Party people, we're back. Look at that beautiful face. You look great today. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Welcome back. It's Wednesday. Halfway through the week. It's been a good week so far. It's been a really good week so far. What are we talking about today? What's the good news today, Lee? The good news today is about a man named Michael Zollicoffer, also known as Dr. Z. He's based out of Baltimore, Maryland. So shout out to all my Ravens fans. As a Yankees fan, no love for the Orioles. So we'll just move on. So Dr. Zollicoffer, Mr. Michael, he runs like a minute clinic, like an urgent care. I'm sure all of you know what those are. In a very undeserved area in Baltimore, kind of like a poor area. Poor people don't have health insurance. Much like me, I'd be one of them. I don't have health insurance. And he has been doing this for decades where he will not charge his patients. And that includes not just children, but the whole family. If a kid comes in and he's not feeling good, he'll help the whole family. He does not charge them. He obviously does everything he possibly can to help out the children and the family. There's a story where he literally took a baby. He noticed there was something really, really wrong with the baby that he couldn't heal. So he drove the baby to a hospital so that the baby would be okay. Like, this is the type of man we're talking about. Dr. Z is a hero. And he was doing this for decades, like being a great dude for decades. And, life is funny. Dr. Z finds out that he has cancer. Pretty bad cancer, and like a man who dedicated his whole life to helping others and being so selfless with what God has given him gets cancer, right? He's a funny dude the way he works, right? Like it just goes to show you that what's that saying? It rains on the just and the unjust. Bad things happen to everybody, you'll get sick. No matter how much of a saint you are, you will get sick. Bad things are going to happen to you. But the story is, and why it's good news, is that, everyone that he helped throughout his decades of being a doctor, they all rallied together and they made a GoFundMe for Dr. Z. And he generated over $250,000, around $280,000 for his medical bills, for his cancer. And the type of man that Dr. Z is, this made me almost tear up a little bit when I read this part, is he said that anything that's left over after his treatment and after he's cancer-free, he's going to give away. Like, he's not even going to keep it for himself. This is the type of man that Dr. Z is. And, the point of this channel, you guys, is there's so much bad news. My dad, he's a Fox News guy. Shout out to my dad. And it's like every time he's got the flipping news on, dude, it's just another bad story after another bad story. Every time I open up my phone, another bad story after another bad story. If there is anything good or like not negative, I'll say more like neutral, it's about like celebrities or like pro athletes. It's, it's never about the little guy, the dude who is out here doing the Lord's work for decades, no applause, no mainstream, viral, like nobody on the mainstream. I'm not turning on Fox News and hearing them praising Dr. Z and his work. You know what I mean? That's what the point of this channel is to highlight the normal people and show that like anybody can be a hero. It does not matter who you are, where you are in life. You can be a hero. You can step up and be a hero and do the Lord's work. And Dr. Z, for 40 plus years, has been doing the Lord's work. And some of you might say like, he's so dumb. Like, he could have made so much money. Probably could have been in a super nice house, right? Probably could have had a beautiful bad wife from overseas that probably didn't love him and only loved his money. And most of you would probably be like, that's a dang good life right there. But to Dr. Z and to us followers of Christ, that is not the life that we are called to have in the slightest. In fact, it's the opposite. It's giving the world what it wants instead of giving the big man what he wants from us. And you have to make these choices in your life of like, who are you going to side with? Who are you going to stand with when the moment comes? And I thought this story absolutely perfectly aligns with a verse in Matthew. So I'll read it right now and then we'll talk about it a little bit. But it's Matthew. Everyone get your Bibles out. You're going to flip to Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. Now listen to this and tell me that this is not exactly Dr. Z. I teared up. I shed a tear when I read. I was like, this is perfect. I have to do this. Okay, Matthew 6, chapter 19. Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust consume, and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourselves treasure in heaven, where neither moth nor rust consumes, and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Dr. Z, I can't imagine how much pain you're in going through cancer, my man, but just know that your treasure is so stored up in heaven, brother. There are going to be crowds cheering your name when you enter those pearly gates. You are the definition of Matthew 6, verse 19. You're an inspiration to me. I hope I can do the same thing one day. You know, if God gives me the ability to do so, I will do it. I hope all of you feel and do the same way. I love all of you. Thanks for spending time with me today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. You know, we haven't done a history one in a minute. Thinking about teaching you guys some more cool history. Let me know in the comments if that's what you want. But I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I love all of you. See you tomorrow. God bless.